let me go ahead and jump into some topics. So let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? The whole Brady phenomenon. I did watch. Did you actually get to watch it?
Yeah, we had some trouble over at my girlfriend's house, and we were trying to watch it. We was trying to stream it through the devices and stuff. So it was a little rough. But we finally got it up. Yeah, I should have just cut the game off, really. But I mean, yeah, I was a little disappointed in Kansas City. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this too. There was a lot of calls that they really shouldn't have called, as far as like the pass interference.
Yeah.
Like when
they were just making bad decisions.
Yeah, like the dude, from like Kansas City, the one guy was running and he got tripped up and he fell. And he just, but he wasn't like pass interference, he just fell.
Right.
But what happened was, since he did that, they was like, oh, well, it's going to be, there's 15-yard penalty, And then there was something else that happened that one of the players, I know his name was Matthew. Mm-hmm. I think Matthew Brodovich or something like that. He was number 12 on Kansas City. He got in Brady's face. Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, it was crazy.
I was watching it, but see, because I'm not a big fan, I didn't pay attention to a lot of the details. But I did feel like, it was like, dang, y'all getting beat by this much? You know what I mean?
But Kansas City? Yeah, but that's the thing, though. A lot of the thing about them, like, they'll get down like that. Uh-huh. And they will come back. But it just didn't happen that time. Like, shoot. And then on top of that, Mahone, he had like a bad foot. He had, he just got surgery on it. And you could see him, he was kind of limping back. A little, like he had a little hop. Going back to
I think I did see that because I don't really know like all the players, but I remember seeing one dude that looked like he was limping. I was like, dang, what's going on? So that might have been what you were talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was it was a game. I was like, wow, they killing them. But like I said, I'm not a big fan, so I don't pay attention to all the runs and plays that they do. I'm just like looking at the score, like, damn, I need y'all to do something. Can you at least get close to half of their score? What was it, 31-9 or something?
No. Yeah, because that's the thing. I was, you can't really bet against Brady, but I was hoping that it would have been a little closer game.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man. But, and that's another. Well, let's talk about the halftime show. Yeah, I was going to mention that too. What do you thought about Weeknd's performance?
I wasn't that entertained. It was kind of weird for me anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if my sound was off, but for the longest time it felt like he was lip syncing.
Yeah.
So because his mouth wasn't matching the words.
Words. Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, is he lip syncing or is it just my TV? So did you catch any of that? Was it just mine? It might have been just my TV.
I mean, he probably was lip syncing. I wasn't really, but and the thing of it is, it's like, now, what I'm saying, the way things is now, it's what I'm saying,
it's normal.
Yeah, this is a product.
Right.
That's what it is now. Right. It's packaged as a product.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't, what I'm saying, it's not anything. Like things like Prince performing at the Super Bowl, Michael Jackson performed, like, what I'm saying, certain like we ain't gonna get that again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, Bruno Mars, I felt he was, he wasn't on there this year, obviously, but the year that he did perform, I think that was probably one of the better performances, for the younger generation. I'll give it I think Katy Perry too, like all the stuff that she did with the pyrotechnicians and stuff. But I thought it was okay. Yeah. I thought it was okay performance. I mean, for what it is. But the thing of it is, man, like, it's just like they don't, the whole energy of it, and people talked about it today, like, everybody's hyped up. You know, they amped.
Right.
Now you just like The Weeknd, and I like The Weeknd, but it's just like his music ain't like
Yeah.
amp.
Right.
You know what I'm
it
saying?
don't get you that hype. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't really know a lot of his stuff like that. I only know one or two songs. Like when he did the "I Can't Feel My Face."
Yeah, that
was the only one I really knew. I was just like, all right, I know this one. You know, I can vibe on that one. But it still wasn't like you said, like an amp song. It was just a familiar song. But you know, I never really been that into his music like that. So you know, shout out to him. You know, what I mean, I'm glad he got his gigs and whatnot. But you know. He was looking a little weird to me, you know, because
that whole thing with the face.
Yeah, he had some work on his face, so I don't even know. And then he had the whole backup dances with the wrapped up heads, like what he had. I was like, I don't even know what the point of that was.
Man,
you know, if you passed that, be past it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just me. But you know, I wasn't that impressed, you know.
Yeah.
But it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't horrible or anything like that.
Nah.
It was just okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was nothing. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yep. So but yeah, I mean, I was working, but I had to, you know, TV in the background so I can kind of keep up with the game a little bit, you know. I tried to get the night off, but I couldn't. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But this coming up weekend, I think it's Valentine's Sunday. So since
Monday actually.
Is it Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. But speaking of Valentine's, topic I want to bring up is they're bringing back BET Uncut. Uncut. The uncensored videos and all that uncensored conversation.
Yeah.
But they're only bringing it back for the weekend of Valentine's. I don't know what the point of that is, but you know, supposedly they're only bringing it back for Valentine's weekend. A lot of us, you know, who remember BET Uncut, that's when you could see videos uncut, no blur outs.
Oh, remember the video I shared? My man, was his name something Casey? White girl. Yeah,
don't tell me it's a Farrakhan.
Cause he don't need to know what's going on.
Yo,
like
that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was on the BET Uncut.
Yep.
That video was weird, man. I was like, okay, they don't seem that bad. He just with some white girls.
Man.
And then when he's just like, hey, yo, like I see why they didn't do this on TV. He was just like, yeah.
Man. What's the name? Had a video like that too. Jadakiss, one of his videos was on BET Uncut, and they showed some girl giving him head, and he like kind of got his hand on it. He like, you know, he got that smile. He like, exactly. So that's one of the ones I remember. I think it was a Ludacris one they used to show, where you know you got some boobies and stuff like that in there and stuff like that. Well, you know, it was cool. But anyway, so yeah, BET's Uncut is coming back for the weekend.
I guess that's for the single dudes or something like that.
Right.
It has to be.
Yeah.
You can't be like in the mood like, yeah, girl, you want to get back in here? Yeah. Let's watch the Uncut.
Let's watch BET Uncut.
Yeah, watch the BET
to get us in the mood.
Yeah,
that ain't gonna happen.
No.
But yeah, man. So you know, I'm happy that they're doing it. I need BET to bring back Rap City. You know, bring back the basement, whoever. It don't even matter if it's Big Tigger but bring back Rap City in the basement, get some Freestyle Fridays going on, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that would
be dope.
That was good. That was good TV, but you know how it is.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
You know, it's not sexy, so
yeah,
we gotta get rid of it.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, man. So we'll see what happened with that. I keep my fingers crossed on that. But
yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. My man Nick Cannon, since we were speaking about him earlier, just want to congratulate him for getting his show back, Wildin' Out. You know, it's coming back to, what was it, VH1, MTV, and all that. Yeah. So shout out to him, man, because he worked hard to get that show ratings where it was, and he made it very entertaining, and he wasn't scared. Come on, Instagram, stop playing. There we go. He wasn't scared to bring on, you know, people that were out of the norm. You know what I mean? So a lot of people that he brought on there, you wouldn't really catch on other shows, and it was.
Yeah.
So you know, it's cool that he wasn't scared to bring on gay people, and he wasn't scared to bring on anybody. You know what I mean?
Did he do? He's still doing the Canon class.
Yeah, I believe so. I
Okay.
think he just kind of took a break from it, but he's still been doing it.
Yeah.
He just don't do it quite as often. But yeah, I think he still does it. But so yeah, man, just shout out to him. My man Diddy is suing the company Sean John that he founded for 25 mil because they used his likeness and persona in some of their marketing. Now let me give y'all some background on this. So basically, for those of us who didn't know, because I didn't know until recently, that he basically sold the company to a company called GCG, I think, or GC something like that, GCG, back in 2016. So he's no longer a part of the company, which I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And so they took it over and they've been doing their thing. But now that he's out of the picture, they made some new design called like Sean John X or something like that. And they teamed up with some other company, but they used Diddy's image and likeness and kind of had some words that make it seem like he had said something to kind of help, sell the brand. And so Diddy's like, okay, I don't even have no parts of your company no more. Why are you using my image, my likeness, and trying to say that these words came from me? You know what I mean? So he's suing them, and I don't blame him. You know what I mean? If you know good and well that I'm no longer part of the company, you can't use my image and likeness. You know what I mean? You wanted me out of the picture, so I sold it to you. It's all on you. You know what I mean? So don't do that. So, I hope he does win that lawsuit. You know what I mean? Because it's sad that he founded a company. I wish he wouldn't have sold it, but, it is what it is.
Could I be devil's advocate and say maybe that's karma?
Could be.
About all the people that he's fucked over?
Could be. You know what? You're right. Because he's, financially, he's fucked over a lot of people. So, yeah.
I mean,
Kissing them about to throw a refrigerator at him.
I think I think they cool. I think even Style P alluded to that. When
they cool now.
When we talked about that, the other, and that's the thing, especially in this climate, man. I mean, I'm not too much of a Puffy fan, but I don't want black people to be fighting,
right?
Exactly. Right now, not at this time. We really don't need to be doing that. But yeah, I think they pretty much cool now.
Yeah,
and they understand. Yeah, they understand that like it wasn't all Puffy directly.
Right.
But I honestly though, now I will say this: if I was Puffy like in that situation with Styles P, hey, I know they did this. They gave me this. Yeah, they didn't, what I'm saying? They were going to give it to me. I know I didn't have any parts of it.
Right.
I'm going to break y'all off something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he had done that, they'd be like, I think it'd have been, a little smoother relationship. And don't get me wrong, I know that Puffy, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like if he did do that,
it would have been cool.
I think they would have been, So,
but Diddy is kind of like Dame Dash. She's a cakeaholic. You know what I mean? So he's like, any drop of money I get, I need it all. You know what I mean? Diddy can have 20 billion and still be like, yeah, I need that $5 you owe me.
Dang, that's $5. Nigga, $5. You got 20 billion. Then let that $5 slide.
Right. You can't let that $5 slide.
Now I understand if it was $20, the $20, that's like the common bill. I understand the 20. I'd be like, you know what? I tell you what, Diddy. I buy you lunch, right? Up to $20. Bomb.
Right.
I get you cheeseburger, cup of sandwich.
Bomb.
Right there.
He's like, nah, man, I need that money. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Nigga,
we gonna stop at Burger King. That's what we gonna do.
I know, right? You're right. We gonna stop, all right.
Yeah, we gonna stop at Burger King. But yeah, man.
But we'll see, man, what happens with that, man, that lawsuit, But if they really did do that, he's most likely gonna win if they really did do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see the ad, but that's what it was explained, that they did some kind of ad for marketing that made it seem like he was supporting the brand and that he was, trying to market the brand for them. So it's that's not cool. But you're right. It could be his karma. You know what I mean? Because it gotta happen sometime, Diddy. But But yeah, man. So I'm excited, like for BET Uncut. I'm excited to see what happens with this lawsuit, because whether it goes his way or not, if it doesn't go his way, then that's definitely karma. If it goes his way, then it's only what's right, because if they really did use his stuff, you gotta pay.
Yep.
So but yeah, but before we wrap things up too much, let's talk a little bit about Black history.
Yep.
I definitely want to just mention Black history because I said last year, I don't know if y'all remember, at Black History Time last year, I said that I wanted to do more Black history stuff even outside of Black History Month. And I didn't really do it, like I said. So this year I'm kind of challenging myself that although I'm going to do some stuff for Black history, after it's over each month, I want to try to do at least one, either a lyrical breakdown that's dedicated to Black history or a Lost in Thought. One or the other each month that's going to be dedicated to some sort of Black history. So, y'all hold me to it. And while we're talking, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
And remember, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook.
Yes.
We're on Instagram.
Yes.
We on Anchor.
Yes.
We on Spotify.
Yes.
We at your mama's house.
Yes.
Hard.
It's that Ed McMahon. Yes. Y'all know nothing about Ed McMahon, boy. That's my OG right there. Back in the day, it was so funny. Right before he passed away, he did a hip hop commercial. I don't know if you remember it.
Funny. Got a bump from the media chumps, but that was temporary. Life with bad credit was scary, so I got wide. I may have fallen, but I got back up. Now I'm back on attack, like a ninja swinging nunchucks. I told the haters, go on, take a hike. It's my show now, and I can do what I like. F to the R, please, people. I know how to spell it. I hit their website up, and now I'm here to tell it. Head to the Mac, to the man with the plan, to go and get my Mac mojo back again.
Oh God!
It made him look like he was like almost like a pimp or something. He was walking with these two chicks on his arm. I was like, okay, and he's pimping these bitches.
Wow.
But yeah, but anyway, back to Black history, man. So yeah, this past weekend, go check out the lyrical breakdown of how we did on Tupac. Holla if you hear me. That was a really good one. It's a really good one, because we gotta emphasize those conscious lyrics sometime. You know what I mean? That's why I said this weekend I think I'm gonna do J. Rue the Damager, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get that Lost in Thought for Frederick Douglass, since both of their birthdays are celebrated this weekend on the same day, which is Sunday, I believe. So be on the lookout for those this weekend. And if we have any more, we'll throw out any more, you know what I mean? So but I think it's an important thing that we try to highlight some sort of Black history, whether it's now or other months. What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to say. Actually, I feel bad this year because I don't think I really did. Because usually, even before I had this platform, I was always like, try to be strong on Black history. I tried to share something on my personal page, and I kind of been slacking. And but sometimes it's not our fault, because the people that taught us, you know what I'm saying, they didn't really have our best interests, and that's not really hating on them. It just is what it is. But it's recycled Martin Luther King Jr. But they don't, and that's another thing too. They don't really tell you his whole story. They just like, oh, he had a dream and he was nonviolent, and you Negroes need to be nonviolent,
right?
So shit don't pop off.
Yeah,
so
they love saying that stuff.
Yeah, but see the thing and that's what I'm saying. They pitted, just like my man Pharaoh said that. Shout out to Pharaoh. He was saying that they pitted Martin and Malcolm against each other,
yep.
But they both died horrible deaths.
Yep.
They both died horrible deaths.
Yep.
And it's like, it didn't matter if he was anti-violent or he was violent, And then too, they don't tell you that him, Martin Luther King and the nation were going to join together.
Mm-hmm.
If they had done that,
yeah. And they both really died for the same reason, because they both were basically bringing up people that they were leading people to say we're tired of it. Whatever it is, we're tired of it, and we're not going to just roll over anymore. Whether their tactics were a little bit different, they still both were trying to lead people to say we're tired and we're going to do something different. You know what I mean? We're not just going to sit here and keep taking this. We're going to speak out. And, I don't look at Malcolm X as necessarily pro-violence or anything like that. I think that he was more so like the Black Panthers. They weren't pro-violent. They were just like, we're going to arm ourselves and
protect ourselves.
Yeah, and be ready to defend ourselves. You know what I mean? Because nobody says that people like all of them Proud Boys and all of them motherfuckers are pro-violent just because they arm themselves. You know what I mean? Any of them white militia people that arm themselves, it's just, they're just practicing their rights.
They're exercising their rights.
But when black people arm themselves,
those thugs!
They're thugs.
Those thugs!
We should be scared. And you know what I mean? It's just not that, at all. So, you know what I mean? That's why I look at what he did, Malcolm X, as just saying, hey, let's protect ourselves. This is our right. And if they come for you, come for them. You know what I mean?
Going back to like the Black History thing, I know, that's one thing I have to say. Like, I felt like this, like I said, this year, I've been kind of slack because usually I be trying to post something, like our inventors, are, the people that can't, interesting people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we as black people, even though it seems like on the surface we didn't do anything and stuff because, the white man took credit for it. I'm just going to be real with you.
Right.
But the thing of it is, we have interesting people. We and actually, like the stuff we even talk about with hip hop, I don't know any other group of people. Maybe the Puerto Ricans, but I don't know any other group of people. All the music from like, the 1960s in the school system in New York. Yeah, they cut those for the black kids. They took the music away from them. Like they can't have no music program. Can't do this. All they had were their mom and pop's records.
Right.
The fact that they took. Listen to this. I'm gonna take music and make music with music.
Right.
Think about that for a minute. You can't tell me we special people, sir, because no one else can fucking do that.
Right.
No one else would have been thinking about that. I mean, especially when things are taken away from you. Right. I'm gonna take music and make music with music.
Right.
And the rest, genre. Yeah, and the rest, and is outlasting our other genre that we rock. Which was, I know hip hop is now, to the point of being appropriated. But, I mean, and, with rock, I can't hate on rock itself, you know what I'm saying, it being appropriate, because there was some good music that came. Now this is just me personally, but that was our baby, and they ended up killing it. You know what I'm saying? Not the musicians, the people, the powers that be.
Right.
Like these motherfuckers. But anyway, but yeah, man, like hip hop is just, it's a black thing. It's all people can be a part of it. Yeah. But it started with black people. Yeah. And it is holding strong even till today.
Yep.
And so, but going back, and I mean, like I said, that's black history within itself. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna definitely do some more black history. We're definitely gonna drop some more jewels. I know I kind of went in another direction.
Nah, you good, man. Just wanted to talk about anything pro-black for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely happy that we get to celebrate another Black History Month, and we're gonna do our best to bring you some good things that kind of uplift. Not just street music. You know what I mean? We gotta switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So, I've always loved that about my generation. We have variety. You know, we had a little street music, we had a little club music, we had a little conscious music. You know what I mean? We had all that, so that and you could just kind of go through the buffet and say, okay, now today I'm in the mood for some Lakim Shabazz. You know what I mean? Or Public Enemy, and tomorrow I might be in the mood for some Nas or Coogee Rap or something, you know what I mean? Or, you know, I might be in the mood another day for some Ludacris and, you know what I mean, stuff like that, you know? So you had a whole bunch of different things that you could pick from, you know, not just, everything is just one little thing and you just say, all right.
Yeah, across the board.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I like a little variety in my hip hop, you know, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that was pretty much it. It was something I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the school that had removed, well, not removed, but allowed parents to opt out of Black History Month if they wanted to?
I think I did hear about that. I think they were in some of the, I think that was Utah. It was Utah because it's like, it ain't really a whole lot of black people.
Right.
But the thing in that state, but the thing of it is, some of the, okay, even if you were to do that, I need to take down traffic lights.
Right.
I need to take down stop signs.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't road. Yeah, we came up with all that shit. So
you know,
even if we ain't there with the racist ass no religion with Mormonism,
you know,
the shit that y'all use, we came up with that shit.
Supposedly, though, I don't know. I heard supposedly they changed their decision and rescinded.
Yeah.
And decided not to allow people to opt out.
Which they should.
Which they should.
Because you need to learn. Because that's the thing. You need to learn. Because even if we was in a predominant black neighborhood, we still got to learn about white history.
Right. We don't get to opt out.
We don't get to opt out. Yeah.
You know?
Shit.
I don't want to know about Columbus and the lies.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
You know? So, you know, it is what it is, man. But I'm glad that they supposedly changed their decision. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, you know, like I said, don't forget, look out for some stuff we're going to be doing over the weekend that's going to be good for Black History. And then don't forget, you can also email us at the Real Triad Hip Hop Podcast at Gmail. Yep. You know, I know that's long as hell, but we need y'all to do it.
We might need to work on sorting that up. I might do that. Oh, real quick. So did you hear that our comedian Steve Harvey has created a new religion?
Yeah, you were telling me about this. So what's going on with
it? It
this?
is called Chrislam.
I'm assuming this was
Hallelujah alaikum.
I'm assuming this was a joke when he did it, but go ahead.
Yeah, so basically what he's doing, he's taking Christianity, Islam, and putting them together.
Chrislam.
He took a little trip to the Middle East.
Okay.
Guess he got hit with that, you know. He just looked it over there and he's like, yeah, I came up Christian, but you know, Islam, blah, 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 bam, we can make it happen.
I mean, going to places like that, I don't know where exactly he went to, but if you go to somewhere like a Mecca or something like that, it'll really change your mind because you start really seeing the truth once you walk through them gates, man. You know what I mean? That's what made Malcolm X go to Orthodox Islam from the Nation of Islam, because you know they had that more militant thing about it. They weren't really religious per se. They were more so militant and trying to organize black people, which was a good thing. But he got over there and realized, okay, the more important thing is about the worship, and there is no barrier when I walk over here. You know, I pray next to a white man over here, and a Chinese and an Indian and all these people, and you know he saw that, you know, this is the real deal. You know what I mean? So I need to really embrace this. So it'll change you. You know what I mean? You walk through them gates, man. Trust me.
Let me ask you this. I noticed you a man that practiced the Islamic faith. So how do you feel about him merging the religions?
Who?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey? I mean,
to make Islam.
I mean, it depends on what his intention is. If he's just trying to be funny, because I mean, you know, he's more of a character. So when you said it made me think immediately he's just being funny. But if he really feels like I believe in both and I want to try to, you know, touch on both in my religious acts every day, then I support that. You know what I mean? Whatever you can do to worship God, if you're sincere in your worship, I say do it. But if he just trying to be funny, then no, I can't support that. So it just depends on his intention. I mean, I can't tell nobody how to worship, but you know, the Quran talks a lot about Christianity in there, and it's actually supportive. It says, you know, as long as somebody worships God and they're sincere in their worship and they do all these righteous deeds, blah blah blah, they're going to be rewarded no matter what. So it's really not about the title Muslim or Islam. It's more so about worshiping God and putting Him first, you know, and nobody else.
I can say about that. I really think like a lot of these religious titles are made to keep people apart. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that you should join up with everybody because everybody don't have your best interest. But for the most part, most people are pretty much, they just want to go home.
Right.
They just, you know, they want to work. They want to go home. They want to provide for their families.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if people, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is just me thinking. If, you know, people are about that and that's what they're about, and, you know, we have those things in common, I really don't have a beef with you. You know what I'm saying? I really, you know, on a certain side, I really don't have beef with you. But, you know, but if it's misleading or trying to draw people astray just because some silly purpose, I can't support that neither. Yeah, I can't support that.
So, I was trying to look up the article. I couldn't find it, but I'm definitely going to research it and see, you know, you can see what his real intention is. But, so, you know, definitely, you know, sounds like an interesting thing. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm glad he took that trip, you know, because you need to learn about other cultures and go to other places. You know, I want to definitely take trips around the world. I want to visit places like China and Japan and Russia.
Well, they hate niggas in China, boy.
Hey, I'm just visiting. They ain't got to like me.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You know.
That's right.
But I'm just going to go there and get me some mushu and leave.
Don't mess with a black man when he's in the buffet line.
Right. But so, you know, it is what it is. But I definitely want to do some traveling, so that's a big part of my future plans. Certain countries I want to go to, certain ones I'm like, I can do without it, but there are certain ones I want to go to. But I think that's pretty much all I have for today's episode. Do you have anything else?
That's it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll get this episode up around 9-ish.
Yeah, 9-ish.
And then we really try to be here, you know, setting up at 4, trying to get on at 4:30. We did kind of start a little late today. Some issues and things came up. I'm going to get into that. But if you just check us out, you know, around 4:30, you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much when we show up. So, don't forget to tune in to us, and that's about it.
Yeah, man. And for any artists who want to be successful, don't want the producer, all in the videos, come over to Try It Hip Hop Podcast.
That's right, dancing.
All right, y'all, we're out. Episode 153. We'll see y'all next week, all right?
Peace.